r/AskReddit, what secret is okay/acceptable to keep from a partner in a marriage? You're awesome. I'm sure I'm too late for this to be seen. One day I woke up with a blocked ear, had a shower and let the warm water run into my ear. Small spider came out and ear instantly unblocked. If I told my partner this, she'd literally never sleep again. You told me and now I'm never sleeping again. For my sanity, can you clarify you're joking? I witnessed my son walking for the first time about a month before she saw him walk. She was struggling with postpartum depression and upset she wasn't the mom she wanted to be. I'm taking that one to the grave. My sil owns a daycare and hides that from parents too. She tells them I think baby might start walking soon. If she saw them take their first steps, because she doesn't want to take that from the parents but wants them to be on the lookout so they can have their moment. What you're getting them as a gift? I get crafty every Christmas trying to keep gifts secret, and every time I realize how hard it is to maintain lies and secrets. Totally worth it to gift someone a beautiful handmade quilt, but I can't even imagine how stressful it is to hide credit card debt or an affair. I'll stick to honesty. Unless the gift is a pet. A pet should never be a secret. That you would, in fact, not love them if they were a worm. Where you keep the emergency candy? My partner said he would build me a worm sanctuary and allow me to live in a tank at his home so I wouldn't die on the streets. I found that very sweet. I told him he could date other people and thanks for not letting me die. What partner was best in bed, had the best dick/tits, anything they can't realistically change or control? Reminds me of a conversation I had with an ex. Him, out of nowhere, extremely defensively, I have a really big dick. Me, you do. Him, other women I've dated have told me it's the biggest they've ever seen. Me, I bet. Him, you've never said that to me. Me, I think you should quit while you're ahead. Him, your ex had a big dick, didn't he? Me, you should have thought this through before you asked. Body counts. In general. If someone talks shit about them, your family, friends, you don't need to tell them. You can stand up for them and leave it at that. I don't need to hear every thought my mill has about our wedding. I'm the opposite. I give my wife full debt so we can shark attack their punk asses together. The kind of sex you had with former partners. Yes, my ex gave me shit because it was difficult for me to have an orgasm, and he talked about how easily some of his exes got off. It made my blood boil. Never compare your partner to your previous partners. Made me so insecure. According to Leo Tolstoy's wife, detailed accounts of the many times you cheated on her with one of your serfs and knowingly gave her an STD. They were too toxic by modern as well as olden standards. I hide my chocolate in an empty box of Raisin Bran. My friend's granddad brought home HPV and buried 2 wives from cervical cancer. Your other friend's secrets. When a buddy of mine's partners started talking about something I explicitly said not to share with anyone, I had to reevaluate what I would share with him in the future. Part of me kinda expects their spouse to know what I've told them, but when you know your spouse is a gossip, don't expect me to ever open up to you again, especially if I've already told you to keep it a secret. Exactly. My partner tells me everything. But he knows I won't breathe a word. Classified information. My wife used to have a job that required a top secret clearance and she couldn't tell me anything about her work. Now she works in the private sector and can tell me all about her work with data and analytics. I miss the old job. The size and nature of your bowel movements, please. If you are my husband reading this, honey, please know. My wife frequently tells me this info. Maybe they should exchange numbers and shit talk with each other. PLS, send this to my wife. Please ask my BF not to send pictures even if it looks like a heart. That you prematurely threw out leftovers, and if my husband is reading this. No, you didn't. Do we have any candy? Nope. We don't. I do. Of course he did, they just did a quick trip through his stomach before heading out permanently. Things that were told to you in strict confidence that don't relate to your partner. And, in turn, a partner shouldn't expect to hear about things like that either. I have a good friend who, if I say, please keep this between us, she will. She may say to her husband, my friend is going through something right now so we're getting dinner tonight last minute so I won't be home. And that's enough for him. He knows it's not his business. The flip side is that you should always assume that someone is going to tell their partner. I worked very hard with my kids to ensure their first word was mama. When she wasn't around I was going, mama mama to the kids. Being a mom is everything to her, and I wanted her to have that cherished moment of being the first word they said. I will never tell her that. That's so sweet. You're a good husband. My husband has no idea how many times I eat a cheeseburger on the way home from work. That's the only acceptable secret to keep. My mill was an appallingly awful cook who grew up in the Depression and refused to throw away food, no matter how bad it was. After they died, I was going through decades worth of old paperwork. I discovered that my Phil, while taking his daily walk, stopped at Burger King every single day for a survival meal. Deployment zones in the military. Also related, when you are coming home. Don't delay everyone's homecoming because you know your wife can't keep a secret to save her life. My wife is like a cat moving her kittens when it comes to her stash. I have to keep refinding it. Came here for this, OPSEC comes first. Other people's secrets, ones that aren't yours to tell and don't impact you or your partner. Surprises. Gifts you have gotten them or are going to get them. Something that will ruin a lovely surprise. If they hate surprises, then spoil it and let them know they need to be surprised. The secrets of friends or family, unless they will impact your relationship negatively. Details about previous partners, like secrets, insecurities, and stuff like that. And I'm sure there are other things too. But I don't think there should be a lot of secrets in a relationship, but some are okay, and other things don't need to be mentioned even though they aren't really secrets. I don't discuss my lingerie shopping with him. I keep it secret to surprise him. I was given shit in another sub when I said I'd never told my husband any details of the horrible bullying I experienced in school. I'm not comfortable divulging that, and it isn't something he needs to know. Yep. My husband knows there was a childhood bully in my life and that I did not want to run into her when we visited my hometown. He has no need for the details, and I have no need to share. That I didn't actually play a good round of golf, it was total shit. I hooked 90% of my drives 4, putted half the greens, lost 10 balls, and swore I'd never play this stupid sport again. All she needs to know is it was good and I'd like to go again next weekend, please. Where you keep your secret stash of the good biscuits. That the reason the dog has horrible farts wasn't because dogs just do that sometimes, it's because I needed to get rid of leftover black beans and he was there. Came here looking for this one, been stashing the good chocolate for years. If you went off to have a cheeky takeaway or snack without telling them. Me and my spouse both have careers involving protected information, so we keep a lot about our work days private. I know people who have kept childhood trauma to themselves and didn't want their partners to know. I think that's fair. Your Reddit ID. That someone you dated in the past was better than your current partner in some way. If the other person was smarter or better in bed or funnier or whatever, don't fucking ever say it. Ever. Fast food pit stops without them or watching a show without them, and pretending like you haven't seen it yet while watching it with them. Anyone else's business. Secret is such a loaded word. Secrets are often bad, or there's something that, in reality, should be told, but there are a ton of things that are totally acceptable to not tell your partner. In fact, it's healthy to have a private life apart from your partner. Not everything has to be shared. Your porn preferences. At best, they'll feel pressure to perform some of those things when, sometimes, you aren't really interested in doing those things, you just like looking at it. That might lead to some feelings of inadequacy. I agree, and on the flip side of pressure to perform or inadequacy, the partner could also feel turned off/disgusted with their partner's porn preferences. Both outcomes damage the relationship, though. I don't have secret what? Candy. No. I don't have any secret candy. Why would you ask me that? I take care of the bills. My husband has no clue about any of our bills. I've been secretly overpaying our mortgage by $800 every month for over a year, going to principal. I'll continue to do so. And then one day it will be a nice surprise. That you don't really love their new haircut/outfit. You maybe should tell them about a bad outfit before they leave the house in it, while they can still change it. Likewise, if it's a bad haircut, at least don't let them repeat it next time they go get their haircut. That's not a secret. Your partner can tell. An emergency gift stash for when the partner has a bad day. My emergency stash for my wife is mostly chocolate. As soon as my wife figured out I had a secret chocolate stash for her bad days, she started having bad days more often just to get all the chocolate. Then she got upset when it was all gone. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.